£11 an hour. That was what I was actually paying myself when I first started. I would sit there for 8 hours constructing, styling, and coloring. And when I take out all of the costs and set aside tax, what I was left with is £11 an hour, which is less than minimum wage in the UK. I didn't even realize this until I sat down and did the maths. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that happened and the pricing method I use now that makes sure I actually keep money at the end. When I first started my business, I went on YouTube, I went on Instagram, and all of the advice I was seeing was just double up the cost of your hair, and that is exactly what I did. I would buy bundles from my vendor, shipping costs, PayPal charges, custom charges, everything, and let's just say that this would cost about £400. Obviously, since I was following the advice that I saw on YouTube and Instagram, I would times this by 2, and then I would say, okay, that's £800 and that's my price. Sounds like £400 is the profit, right? Wrong. Let me break down exactly what was actually happening. So I've got the hair for £400. I will use bleach. I love to use Blonde Me, which is about £25 for the bowl. I will then go ahead to use my developer. That costs about £10. I need the wig cap, I need the wig band, I need shampoo, I need conditioner. All of that product will add up to about £150. And then we have my overheads, which is basically the electricity bill, water bill, the internet, insurance. When I divide those monthly bills down, that's about £20 per week. Then I have my shipping costs and then my packaging costs, because I like to have like a pretty box for my clients. All of this will come up to £20 per client. So I've got £400 for the hair, I've got £150 for products, I've got £20 for like all my overheads, I've got £20 for my packaging and shipping. All of this cost will come up to about £590. But here's the thing, I didn't even charge £800. I'll look at the price, I'll get scared, and I'll be like, oh, will my clients actually pay this? I don't think so. I need to be more affordable so I can get more clients. What I will do is I will take out like £100 from the cost, and that will make it about £700. And that will mean I'm charging the client £700 rather than £800. Now let's do the maths. We have £700. You're going to minus the £590 for the cost, and that leaves me with £110. And then we have tax. In the UK, it is advisable to set aside 20% of every profit that you earn, just to make sure that when it's time to pay your tax, you have enough money to pay that tax. So what I'll do is I'll set aside 20% of the £110, which is £22. And then what it means is that I only have £88 to work with. So my actual take-home pay is £88 for 8 hours worth of work. £88 divided by 8 hours, that means I only have £11 per hour, which is below minimum wage in the UK. I'll sit there for 4 hours trying to create the base color. I'm just bleaching. I'm not even styling. I'm not even toning. I'm not even constructing. And all of that time, I am only making £11 per hour. And the worst part of all of this is I didn't know. I didn't see it. Money will come into my account. I'll get excited that I've made a sale, and I would think that I was doing well. Oh, this week has been amazing. I've sold enough wigs for the month. But when charges come out, when I tried to buy another hair for restock, there was nothing left in my bank account. I kept having to buy bundles because I couldn't afford to buy in bulk. I wasn't running a business. I was running a charity that I was the only one not benefiting from. That was when I realized it wasn't my client, it wasn't the market. The problem was my pricing, and I needed to do something fast or I'll end up shutting down my business. Let me show you how I actually price now, because it is completely different. Instead of working forward, just doubling up and hoping for the best, I now break down every single cost. I pay myself, I add the profit, and I account for tax. Yeah, the categories you need to think about, because honestly, I wish I knew all of this, so I'm going to be sharing them with you. First is your hair cost. This is basically all of the costs incurred to get the hair from the vendor to your doorstep. So usually you get bundles, closures or frontals, you're paying your shipping charges, you're paying custom charges if there's any, you're paying bank charges or PayPal charges. I personally do not pay PayPal charges anymore because they need to take that charges on. And what I do is I'll add all of that cost together. That is my true cost, the exact amount I paid from my vendor to my doorstep, including custom charges, because sometimes you may get custom charge. Just remember to add that cost to your total cost. The second is the products. So like my wig cap, my wig bands, my shampoo, conditioner, every single product I need to use to make sure that that wig is ready for my clients. And then my hidden costs. These are costs that people never talk about. This is like your internet, your electricity bill, like your insurance. If you have any visual assistant that helps you for bills. What I do is, because all of my overheads and utility bills are like monthly or yearly, I'll divide it by 30 so that I can get the daily rate and then multiply it by 7 if I need to get the weekly rate. The third one is your packaging and shipping. It's up to you when it comes to packaging and shipping. I love to have pretty packaging for my clients. And this is not just the box. The cost of the tissue, the cost of the hair nets, the cost of the satin bag, every single thing that you need to get that hair into that box. I do my packaging and shipping charges together. I personally don't charge my clients for shipping in the UK. Outside the UK, I charge, but it's just a partial charge as I take on some charges as well. But when you're in the UK, my clients get free shipping to them. So I also had that cost to my total cost. The fourth one is tax. I always set aside 20% for tax. This is up to you. Also, this depends on what your accountant tells you. But for me, I set up 20% for tax to make sure that when it's time to pay my tax, I am not crying and wailing and sad that I don't have enough money to pay my tax. So I always set up 20%. This is 20% of the profit and not 20% of the total cost that you charge your customer. But it also depends on your country. For me here in the UK, it's 20% of my profit, and that is what I set aside. The fifth one is my service charge. Yes, I always pay myself. This is the one that most people skip because they believe that I've just started or I don't think I should be paying myself at the moment. Yes, you need to pay yourself, because if you don't pay yourself, this is the reason a lot of people burn out and then you end up not having anything to invest into your business. This is not actually profit. There is a difference. This is your service charge. For example, for black wigs, when I'm only constructing and styling, I always charge £150 to construct that wig for my clients. But this is me personally, so it really depends on how much you want to charge. I know some of you may be thinking, okay, £150? Well, I don't think I need to charge that much. I'm just starting out. Yes, you can. You are a skilled labor and you're charging for your skill. Even if you're still learning, you can have like a reduced charge in there, but just remember that you're also charging for your time. Make sure you pay yourself from day one. Otherwise, you will eat into your profit every single time. Let me go ahead and share my screen and show you exactly what this looks like with real numbers. Right here, I have a wig pricing calculator, which you can also get. Just put in the comment pricing and I'll send you a link to this if you need to have one for yourself. But it's better for you to have one so that you can actually follow through. Let's start with the currency. This is in pounds, but you can always change this. First off, when you get this pricing calculator, just create a copy for yourself. And then if you need to change it to dollars, just come on format and then go on the number. Scroll down, you'll be able to see changing it to the currency that you want to change it to. Now, the first thing we're going to start with is the bundles. Please note that this will be generic numbers. They're not the exact numbers that I work with, but this will just give you like the base of the process and how my mind works when I am actually updating a tracker. So let's say, for example, my bundles were £150. We're going to do closure and frontal as £50. We're going to go ahead and say the shipping from the vendor is going to cost us £30. Then we have custom charge. Let's say the custom charge is going to be £10, and then the bank charge is also going to be £10. The total cost to get this hair from the vendor to us is £250. We're going to then move on to our product and material. The example I'm currently giving is for black wigs, so we're not going to be doing any coloring here at the moment. When it comes to black wigs, you don't really use bleach, you don't really use developer, except you're like bleaching the knots. I don't need a toner, I don't need foil, I don't need gloves. So I only need like shampoo and conditioner, and I just want to make that £5 just to make it easier. So 2.5, 2.5. Again, these are just generic numbers and these are not the exact numbers that I use. All of the products and materials are usually lower than this. For wig caps, I'll do £1. For thread, I'll do £1. For wig band, I'll do £1. For the styling products, I'll just do £2 just so that I have a round number of £20. And then when I scroll down to utility bills, I would say that for electricity day rates, what you do is just divide it. Just to give like a round number, I'll go ahead to say I don't have any insurance, but I do have internet and electricity. So I'll do 15 for that and 15 for that. And that makes it £30. Please note, you can always include any extra thing that you feel like needs to be added onto this list. I'm going to go on to my packaging. I usually charge £10 for my packaging, box, tissue and everything. And I also charge £10 to ship to the client. So that's £20, right? And then we're going to go for construction. Remember I said I charge £150 for black wigs. What I would do is I would divide that by 2. So that's £75 for construction, £75 for styling, and that will give me £150. And remember, I'm not coloring, so I don't need to fill this box in. It's non-applicable. All of my total base cost is £470. That is basically all of the cost that I've incurred when it comes to creating this wig for my client. The next one is profit. The data that I know and I have learned is when it comes to profit, 10% is like your standard, and then 20% to 30% is like your high or healthy margin. I know a lot of people that do 50%. I know a lot of people that do 40%. I do 30%. It's up to you if you want to do 20%, but the reason why I do 30% is if I decide to actually run sale, or maybe I'm having an offer, there isn't any issue of me eating way into my profit, because I can always take out 10% and give that 10% as a sale or like an offer for my client. So here we have 30%, which means that my profit amount is £141. Now it's time for taxes. Varies country to country, but for the UK, I always set aside 20%. So 20% of £141 is £28. And that means that the charge for this week is £639.20. And I will just round it up to £640. There is a line here that says actual profit per week. This is really important to know, because this is not your profit. Your profit is not £640. Your profit is £141. When it comes to monthly calculator, this is going to be in the next step. I'm going to explain why this is required and why you need to know this, so that you don't do all of this and waste your time and still not make profit. And obviously your numbers may be different. You're using different products. You have a different vendor. So your vendor may be cheaper. Your vendor may be more expensive. The point is the process. So every single cost is accounted for. And because you know every single cost that is accounted for, you know exactly what you're keeping. This is where most people lose money without realizing. Colored wigs. When I first started coloring, I had one price for every single color. Didn't matter if it was simple color or 613 color, the same price for every single colored. And that was a massive mistake, because not all colors are the same. A simple color may be brown, copper, jet black. That doesn't take a lot of products. That doesn't take a lot of time. That is quite straightforward. But when it comes to your 613 or your full highlighted, they are a completely different story. A 2X wig like this, for example, needs an entire bowl of bleach to deal with. I can use an entire bowl, and sometimes I have to even go into another bowl to complete the job, depending on how many bundles I am working with. And then you need a developer. When I first started, it would take me 4 hours to just do the base of this wig. Just the base. Not construction, not styling, just applying the bleach to the hair and highlighting the wig, especially if I have like 4 to 5 bundles. So when I sat down and calculated what I was actually making from a wig like this, it was literally nothing. That was when I created a 2-tier pricing for my colored wigs. And this is on top of construction and styling charge. So I'm not saying because I've charged styling and construction, I take that out and replace that with my colored wigs. No, it all adds up, and it should, because you're actually using your skill, you're spending your time when it comes to you creating that perfect wig for your client. The point is, you have to actually think about what each color costs in product and time, and then go ahead to charge accordingly. Don't be scared to charge for complex colors, because it is better not to get a client for a particular job than you spending 8 hours on a job and you end up making nothing. Trust me, I have done it. It's frustrating and you don't want to be there. Okay, so here's something I had to figure out on my own, and I wish someone had told me earlier, because if I had known, I would have made a lot more than I was making when I did it. Instead of you adding a percentage and just hoping that your income works out, what I do now is I work backwards. I start with how much I want to make for that month, and then I calculate how many weeks I need to sell to hit that number. Let me share my screen and show you exactly what I mean. Okay, now we have the charge for this week at £639.20. The first thing is, when it comes to calculating my monthly profit, I always use my base wig as the calculator. What I mean by base wig is my most sold wig. So the wigs that I know that will always sell every single month. And usually when I'm doing my price calculator, I have a full tracker, which you can find in my pricing guide. But if you want to use this, you can rename this wig. Let's say we rename this wig as Jane wig, just an example. You can duplicate all of this and create different types of wig using this pricing calculator. So for example, let's say you want to make 2,000 profits every month, and that means you need to create 14 wigs in order to reach your target. So that would be like 4 wigs every single week in order for you to reach that £2,000 profit. Remember, this is your profit, so you're actually going to make a lot more. So for example, if you come on here and you say equals this times 14, that means you need to have a revenue of £8,948 in order for you to make £2,000 profit every single month. So this actually keeps you focused, because you know that, okay, I haven't sold 4 weeks this week. I've only sold 2. So that means I need to create more content so that I'm able to sell 2 more weeks. And also, if you sell like 6 weeks for the week, you're excited because you're already into week 2. Because as we all know, you can't predict how it goes. Like something can change in week 1. Week 2, you might sell 10. Week 1, you may sell 0. It fluctuates. But once you know your target, you can work harder to make sure that you reach that target before the end of the month. Now, 14 weeks might feel too much. You can also increase your profit margin, because if you increase your profit margin, that means you don't have to create 14 weeks. You can create like 12 weeks because your profit margin is high. Also, week, they vary, right? Even though we're using our base week here, you may end up selling your much more expensive range, which means that it will push up your total revenue, and it may not necessarily be 14 weeks. You might end up doing 12 weeks, but you sold one of your most expensive week, which has helped you push up your profit margin. If you're starting now, don't set a target for like £5,000 every month. Just start small so that it's easy to reach. Then it helps you attain higher, because if you're obviously pushing for £5,000 a month and you don't reach that, that might just burn you out. That might discourage you, and you don't want to be discouraged. So it's better to start small and work your way up. This is exactly why paying yourself matters. Your profit should be going back into your business, like buying more hair, buying more clothes, like just focusing on growing your business. But if you haven't paid yourself from your service charge, you are going to dip into that profit for personal expenses. Make sure you pay yourself first so that you're not tempted to touch your profit and touch your business money. And that's actually how you grow. Now that I've made you a free pricing tracker that does all of the maths for you, so you don't have to worry about calculating or just trying to struggle with formulas, just put in your numbers and it does all of the calculation for you. If you want this free pricing tracker, just comment pricing and I'll send the link to you. If you're at a stage where you want to actually learn how to make a professional sellable wig, not just the wig, a glueless frontal or glueless closure wig, I have a course called Sellable Wig in a Day. It's a step-by-step course and it's designed for beginners. Check out the link in the description if it's something that you're interested in. If this helps, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps more people see this video, and subscribe if you want more videos like this every single Friday. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Oris, and if you always watch my videos, thank you so much for coming back, and I'll see you in the next one.